Here's take one, episode one,
Woo.
Times Like These podcast. And I have brought my buddy Nick Easterday.
Hey.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Chad,
I'm Nick.
and this is Times Like This podcast. Times Like These. It'd be nice if I even knew what
Got
the
your
hell
own logo, right?
it was. Yeah, if I had my own shit right, but I don't. I first want to say special thanks to R&L Automotive here in Fort Wayne for helping with this endeavor. R is Russ and L is Linda, his wife, hence R&L. Years ago, I owned a taxi company, and I have known Russ for a number of years, and he used to help me out fixing my taxis and fixing cars out of his garage. And it's always kind of been what he did. And he finally made the jump and got his own shop, which you know something about that.
Right. Yeah.
And so he's got his own shop. If you're here in Fort Wayne, it's right across from Sweet Cars, right next to the Trophy Place.
Oh,
right
cool.
there. Yeah. And he's got great pricing, super honest guy, just like Nick here. Super duper honest. I send my mom to him, so if you can,
That's saying a lot.
if you can send your mom to a mechanic and not worry, good deal. So definitely want to say thank you again to Russ at R&L Automotive. If you check out my Facebook page, I have put up some links to his business, so you can go check him out and tell him we sent you. So, and without further ado, how are you?
Doing good. Doing
Good.
really good.
Good.
Yeah. Weather's starting to break, and so people are knocking down my door.
Yeah. Well, tell
One of their stuff back.
the people what your door is.
I own One-Off Custom Designs here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're going on about 8 years now. Just like Russ started out in my mom's garage, fixing little things here and there, and now I've had open doors for about 7 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Building custom motorcycles, anything from scratch, from building a frame, making the tank, the whole 9 yards, to heavy modifications.
Yeah, you've come a long way.
Just a little bit.
You have come a long way. I think I own the distinction of being your first full-on custom build.
Correct.
I had a, what was it, 78?
78 KZ1000
Yep.
was.
It was. It was bone stock when I took it to him. And this was when you were over on Hobson Road.
Correct.
And I owned a taxi company at the time, and I remember bringing money to you on a daily basis.
At very least, yeah. A couple times today. It's like, I gotta
I
make a
used
run
to-
and I'll be back.
I used to go hang out at his shop. I had called another place here in town, and Mike out at 469. He recommended you.
Mhm.
Said they didn't work on that kind of stuff, that old stuff, and to call you, and that's what I did. And what started out kind of as a business, just a business opportunity, I found myself spending a lot of time at your shop because you and I just gelled really well, and we've had some deep conversations over the years.
Sometimes too deep.
Yeah, sometimes too deep. We have not been in business together, but we have had both of our businesses in the same building
Mm-hmm.
at one time. I opened up a detail shop that it did okay, but not well enough. But we were in the same building for a long time, and that, that was fun.
It was.
That was fun.
Sometimes dangerous.
Sometimes dangerous.
That was fun.
Or,
Shooting bottle rockets across the shop. at each
yeah.
other.
Yeah, I think one missed me by about an inch and a half.
Yeah.
My face.
Yeah.
And stuck in the wall.
That was a good shot.
That was fucking
That was
great.
clear across the shop, and that was about here.
I couldn't even be pissed. I was amazed. I think
Glad it
about
didn't hit you.
I think about crap my pants. We had one bathroom, and you
shit.
Yeah, we had one bathroom that everybody kind of shared, and God forbid you needed to use that bathroom
Yeah.
for anything.
Any reason. Wash your hands. Doesn't
Wash
matter.
your hands. You were gonna get shot with some bottle rockets inside there.
Yep.
There was a gap about that big
About an
at
inch
the
and a half, 2 inches
yep
on the bottom of
at
the
the
door.
bottom, and you would
Perfect.
just. It was great for sneaking up and throwing firecrackers and man, that was some fun times. But boy, if you didn't need to shit when you went in there, you were going to, because that it
Yeah.
was always a number two deal
Yep.
anytime you went into that bathroom there.
Anything I did in that shop when we left, that is the one thing I got called out on by the landlord. It's like,
I knew you would.
There's burn marks on my tile and on the walls.
I don't know how that
What
happened.
I'm talking about. It looks like
What-
fireworks.
what do you
Huh.
mean?
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, why would there be fireworks? This is a motorcycle shop. What are you talking about?
Right.
But yeah, you did my motorcycle, and the thing that I remembered was I remember it all, but the thing that really impressed me so much about you was you never told me no.
I'm making
And-
a point not to.
Any direction I wanted to go, you took it.
Mm-hmm.
It cost more money sometimes,
Not my problem.
but it was like, hey, I want to make this not have any rear suspension. Dumb.
It looked really cool.
But it did look
It
really
looks
cool. Hey, I want the controls in the back. We can do that.
Yeah. Ride it like Superman.
Yeah, literally
Laying down on it.
laying down on that bike, but it was bad ass.
It's absolutely fun to build.
Badass. And yeah, that thing turned heads.
It was one of the whole premises of me opening up one-off custom designs was I was told no left and right. I had this harebrained idea. I wanted somebody to do it for me. It's going to be too expensive. It wasn't, that's not safe or whatever. It was, no, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, give me a reason, It's like, oh, we can do it, but it'll be $10,000. It's like, oh, well, then it's not getting done.
Right.
No, it was, you can't do it.
Right.
So that's what I set out to do is stuff that people go, that's no, you can't do it. We're not going to do it. And
Yeah. Not good.
That's not me. No.
Yeah.
You might decide at that point when I tell you it's going to be $10,000 to do this harebrained idea that, oh, I really don't want it that bad, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell you no.
No, not once. You never told me no.
Mm-hmm.
And that was awesome.
And
So
the creative freedom that you gave me on it too was great. You're like, oh, I want exhaust, and I was like, well, I'm putting it here.
yeah, and it
Yeah.
was totally custom. I mean, that was
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't like it was totally custom exhaust, and it went places that I didn't think exhaust could go. Not should, but could go. I was like, that was neat. I mean, that was definitely a sweet bike. Uncomfortable as hell to ride.
Yes, it was.
Oh my god, I couldn't ride it. If I had to do over again, I would have done it completely different. But man, that thing was badass, and it was everything I asked for.
Mhm.
Absolutely everything.
There's a
And
great base to start with too. That KZ1000 was
I'm
wonderful
I'm
machine.
looking for another one. I'm definitely looking for another one.
Gonna bring her back from the dead.
No, not that one. No, that one's
Oh.
that one's. I need suspension, man.
Old man version 2.0. There we go.
Yeah, I need springs. I'm too old and fat to be riding rigid. But yeah, we put the sport bike front end on it, and man, that thing was badass. I was really happy and proud. And I'll put up some pictures on my Facebook page when I can find them. I think I know where some are.
They come up in memories every now and then.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
this is cool.
But yeah, this dude right here, whatever you want, he can make it happen, pretty much.
It's speaking of which, we have a dyno tune going on tomorrow morning. It's a 2014 Yamaha VMAX, which
Ooh,
is
those were cool.
1700 V4. This is a Gen 2. We've put 4 turbochargers on it.
Damn.
Yeah, just because we were not looking for 500, 600
You
horsepower
love
out of it.
turbos,
Oh,
don't you?
I love
Oh my
turbos.
God, this
I
guy.
love turbos.
That's my new nickname for you is Turbo.
Turbo.
Yeah, because holy crap, this guy loves turbos.
Yeah.
You've turboed Harleys.
Almost everything metric that's fuel injected imaginable. I love the bigger bikes because you can't exactly go any bigger than, almost 2,000 cc's, 1800s, 1900s, but then you need adders, you need nitrous, you need turbos, you need superchargers. I love adders.
Yeah, and turbos are just cool.
Yeah, the sounds they make.
Yeah, that's badass. I love hearing the sound of a turbo. I remember my first encounter with a turbo. I was in my old Cutlass. It was 76, and we had pulled a 455 out of a Buick GS. Yeah. But it was we pulled a 455 out of an old Toronado, but put it in this old Cutlass, and it was pretty quick. I had just raced a guy. This is a big old boat, so big car.
500 horse doesn't go very far.
No, it doesn't. But I had raced a guy who was in a Corvette going down Coliseum. Now it wasn't from a dead stop. I pulled up to him while we were going, and I dusted him. And I'm like, fuck, all right, that's cool. Hell yeah, man. So I turned the corner on the state and pulled up over whatever that street is where the Arby's is now, right past Harbor Freight.
Okay.
So anyways, there's this really pretty black car pulls up right next to me. Well, this was my first encounter with a Buick Grand National. So I had the loud exhaust, and I'm pumped because I had just finished beating a early 80s Corvette. I'm like, oh yeah, I just whooped a Corvette. So this guy, of course, you look over and he looks over and you do the nod.
Yep.
Light turns green.
Pedal down.
I didn't even have my foot on the gas, and I heard that turbo spool up and gone. And I have been infatuated with those Grand Nationals ever since.
Absolutely.
The power that they were getting out of a V6, a 3.8 liter V6,
yep,
with an intercooled turbocharged system. Holy crap.
Dusting big blocks from bone stock factory.
Oh, I think that was, at the time, that was the fastest production car. One of the fastest production cars made, period. Like, not ever, but I can't remember what it was. But it was definitely the fastest production car made by anybody in that year. That's
way before I got into anything with an engine in it.
Holy crap, that thing and so all I saw was his taillights, and that did it for me. I was like, Grand National. And I've been a big freak since. Never have been able to get one, but someday.
Anyone in good condition is
They're
pricey.
So expensive.
Yeah.
I remember going to the car auction back when it was Cruisy up there in Auburn, and seeing them out in the car corral for nice ones for 10 grand, real nice one be 12. It's like, oh yeah,
it's doable.
Yeah, 12 grand
doable.
Is doable. You get like a GNX that was like 15 or 16, but that was still, used, doable. Oh yeah, GNX. Anybody out there wants to buy me something, a GNX would be perfect. Just saying. Just saying. But now, man, you can't touch them. They're just, and they're still badass. They were dusting cars with so much more cubic inches. That whole thing. There's no replacement for displacement.
It's called boost. People.
Yeah, it's called Boost, yeah, that
Yes.
definitely.
The only replacement for that is a big motor
Mm-hmm.
with boost.
Yeah. I want you to do something to my Beetle too and give it a little bit more boost.
All right.
I got the turbo Beetle going on. So
The 1.8.
1.8T. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I roll, baby.
Yep.
So
Too bad it wasn't a diesel.
yeah.
I've seen those pump out some serious numbers to just
Really?
a few tweaks.
Yeah.
And still get 60 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, this thing gets really pretty good fuel mileage. 5-speed, it's pretty zippy for what it is, but it's still a Beetle.
When are you gonna chat it? Rattle can, flat black.
Oh, it'll be coming here soon.
Okay.
Probably within the next month or so. I'm planning on doing the old satin black job, and it's gonna be like Herbie.
Monster stickers.
No monster stickers.
Okay. That was the thing.
That
Flat
was
black and monster stickers.
it was definitely a thing.
Like 4 or 5 vehicles that I know of.
Remember, I had the custom orange ones made
Yes.
for that
for the TL.
For the TL,
Yep.
yeah.
Which was also flat black, just
Yeah.
happened to be orange instead.
Yeah. Yep. That was badass looking though, man.
For a TL, it was pretty good.
For a TL,
For a
thing,
TL,
yeah, it was pretty cool. Hey man, that thing sounded badass. What are you talking about? It's like it sounded like more like a Harley than a lot of the Harleys I was passing.
Big V twin.
Yeah.
Big. It's 1,000 cc's. It's smaller than a Sportster.
Yeah. Quicker though.
Yep. Lighter.
Yeah. Bye. But so yeah. So I've known Nick for many years.
It was months after I've opened it. We were pushing 7.
Yeah, and I've always counted you as one of my top friends because I don't really mess with too many people. I don't talk to too many people, especially getting anything deep. You know, I don't share too much with too many people. And you and I have had some pretty deep conversations and we've had some good times.
Absolutely.
And so I'm super excited that you're my first person. My first. It's not really not an interview at all. Just kind of talk back and forth. So, anyways, this is my first podcast. Before we started, I was telling you what a monumental task it was to get this thing going.
Yeah, I've seen a couple that are just literally laptops or cell phones, and they post it.
Yeah, I really should have done that.
Just a couple guys walking around the neighborhood, selfie the entire time.
Yeah, exactly, and they're
phone.
probably way better than what I'm putting out. But
except you and I can't walk around the neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm not walking around the neighborhood.
It'd be a real short video. It'd be out of breath.
Yeah, we'd be like, all right, fuck it, time for a break.
See you back after these commercials.
Yeah, we'll be back after our nap. So yeah, it's been fun, and I've been really looking forward to today. So appreciate you being here.
Yeah, not a problem. This is fun. Absolutely.
Yeah. Gives us time to chit chat and catch up a little bit and see where each other's at in life, and just talk about whatever.
Cool.
So
shop stuff. I've actually haven't owned a bike that I can ride. Standard mechanic issues. My bike is the last one touched. I'm working on right now putting my personal motorcycle together.
It's about damn time. You have been working on everybody else's shit, and you haven't been able to go out and ride.
No.
This guy, I don't know how he does it, because you're in. Oh my God, what a wonderful place to work.
It is. Absolutely is.
Well,
I tell everybody else, I don't work. I don't. I get paid to play every single day. Now there are some tasks that, yes, it is.
Yeah, I've seen some of your
labor.
Facebook posts where you're just like,
this sucks. But yeah, it's a joy. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I've tried the past couple of years where things have been slow to go out and get a regular 9 to 5 or a job, and I just, if I could cut it going back into the workforce.
Yeah.
This is where I'm supposed to be. This overwhelming feeling that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is where I'm supposed to be.
You do great work.
Thank you.
And I mean, from where you started out doing my bike, which was a beautiful bike. But holy crap!
Can you imagine if I were to make the exact same thing today?
Oh my god!
Oh, it'd be
Oh,
so much better.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've watched your welding get so much better. I have watched. I mean, you were doing great back then. I thought, and but I mean, holy crap! You're really doing some neat shit now. I mean, you've got all kinds of little presses and all kinds of machines and shit over
Mm-hmm.
there,
I
and
was tired of everybody else's lead time. I'm a one man show, and so if this thing needs to be done, but I have to farm it out because I don't have the machine.
right.
It's like you expect me to get it done in a reasonable amount of time, 2 or 3 days, but I have to farm it out and give it to somebody else, and they're a week out.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that's this little widget being made or getting done is a 2 week lead time, and it
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
So, getting in proper machining and to do everything in house or most of everything in house. Yeah, I just picked up a mill
Yeah.
on I don't know Tuesday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
That's neat.
it's an old one, but it's tight. I couldn't have. It would have been $4,000 if I were to buy one anywhere else. And so
Yeah.
that's been prohibitive
Mm-hmm.
to have $4,000 to throw at something like that.
Yeah.
And I picked this one up because somebody just happened to be getting rid of it. I was in the right place at the right time, and yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mine.
awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. That's
So I got a learning curve to do, but as soon as I do and tool up little things, it'll more than pay for itself for things that I can do that somebody else either does not want to do or has told me no on before. I was like,
mm-hmm.
I know how this is done. I see you have the machine to do it. You do this. No, we can't do it. Okay.
Bullshit.
Bull. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've made the measurements and I've done the math. I know it's accomplishable.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't want to because it's out of the normal.
It's out of the norm, and there's probably not enough profit for you to put the time in. For the other person to put the time in because
Right.
they're not because they don't
No,
they don't see the vision that you do,
No.
and people who don't have that kind of vision just don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had a local engine machine shop that's been around for years around here. I'd taken my stuff to, and I said, I want this sleeve put in this jug. Now it's 10 mils over. We're going beyond big bore with it. And they go, I don't think we can do it. This is a lot of material to take out. And I was like, you just tell me a price. This needs to be done. Whatever. And it came back a week later, and they said, well, we looked at it, and I don't think we could do it. If we were to do it, it'd be $2,000. And I was like pulling out my wallet. I was like, that's doable.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Make it happen.
Nobody else has said yes. You tell me $2,000. Here's $2,000. We don't think we want to do it still. So, okay, fine. Bring it back to my shop. I find a mill. I go, so this mill's already paid for itself. If I was willing to pay $2,000 for these one motor, these two jugs to get done,
Yeah.
mill's paid for.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now you can do it
I could again.
many, many, many more times.
Exactly.
Yep.
In house.
Yeah.
Quick turn.
You were doing powder coating. You still doing any of that?
Yep.
Do your own powder coating
It was
for the most part.
juggle
as long as
between getting an oven big enough to do frames or a mill, and I happened across the mill first.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I bought mill.
Bring me your powder coated frame, and I'll powder coat the rest of the crap.
Yeah. Well, it's one thing I have to outsource.
Yeah.
And I found a good company, frickin' finally, that is true to their word on
Really?
return. So,
Good.
and if they're not going to be, they've told me
Yeah.
I can deal with that.
That's hard. That's
Absolutely.
hard to find is somebody who will just be straight up with you.
Yeah. So the only thing I can't do in house is larger components, 21-inch wheels, frames, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
everything else I'll still do in house.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. And it's got to be nice. I guess that's not really the best word for it, but it's fulfilling to be able to go to work and it not be work.
Yeah.
You get paid to do what you love. Very few people get to do something that they truly enjoy
right.
doing. I drive a dump truck. That's not fun. But I have a Class A CDL,
It's something you're good
and
at,
it's
so you
something
don't
I'm good
mind
at. I
doing.
can do it.
Hmm.
I do it well. Do I like it? No. My back is jacked up. You know, years of driving truck and driving period, and just but the trucks, the off the road type stuff, my back, I'm in pain all the time. I would love to get out of a truck and find something that I could do, but I don't do anything else well. I tried doing the detail stuff, but man, that's tough too.
Hmm.
You know, it's
I
and
found that
there's a
Fort Wayne's crowd is a
very
very tough crowd.
it's well the crowd is tough, and there's just everybody thinks, oh well, I'm just going to open up detail shop. So there's 500 detail shops, it seems like,
Yeah.
and a couple of really good ones.
Hmm. Actually, you got out of the taxi stuff just in time
I
too, because
did.
freaking Uber
I
and
did.
Lyft.
Hmm.
Not a couple of years later, we're here, and
Yeah,
you're
they're
like,
just
oh,
killing everybody.
yeah,
They're
destroying the
killing
game.
everybody. But you know, that's progress, man. That's
Hmm.
that's progress. You're not supposed to keep. That's that's somebody coming up with an idea. It's like,
Right.
I'm gonna pay a bunch of people all over the country and all over the world to drive people around, and I'm gonna get a cut of that. So
And I don't even have to drive.
I'm gonna. So it's some software designer.
Hmm.
Let's
Yep.
cool. Let's make an app, and I'm gonna get fucking rich. You gotta carry your own insurance. I don't know how exactly that works. I don't know if I think they carry.
looked
I think
into
they
it.
carry a little bit of insurance or something on you.
A little bit to protect you as an employee, but other than that, it is your car, it is your insurance, it is your gas money.
Yeah,
So you get X per job,
yeah, and I
just
don't
like
even.
you would driving a taxi.
Yeah, and so here we'll send you some cool little light up thing that goes in the front, and I don't even know if they have to pay for that or not. I know Lyft.
I don't
You
know.
can see them coming, which is
Right.
kind of cool.
Isn't it a pair of lips? I don't know. I know it's pink
No,
or purple.
it
or
just says
something.
Lyft on it.
Oh,
I think.
it
I
looks
think
like
it
a pair of
lights up
lips.
pink or some shit like that. I don't know, and it's weird, but it's cool.
Yep.
Did you hear about that? That girl that got into. She thought she was getting into a Lyft or an Uber. Oh, where was this? New York or Chicago or someplace? I can't remember. Don't quote me. All 6 subscribers to my channel.
7 after today.
Awesome! Yay! I'm just moving on up. Um, whoop whoop. Uh, she thought she was getting into an Uber or Lyft, whichever one. Shameless monster plug. This guy loves Monster. I used to do the stickers, but he loves the drinks. I'm surprised you didn't.
By the case.
Surprised you didn't bring me an orange one. Yeah, okay,
It's in
whatever.
the car.
Hmm. It's in the car.
It's in the car.
Yeah, okay. I'll pause this so you can go get it. I'm just joking.
And we're back.
And we're back. I've already drank it. Seamless. But she thought she was getting into a Lyft, and it wasn't. And the guy was nuts. She picked and killed her.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Didn't hear about that one.
Horrible story. This poor girl thinks she's getting into it. I think she was intoxicated, but I'm not real sure. But she thought, and she got in, and the guy hit the door locks, and had the child safety deal on there, so she couldn't get out. Took her and killed her. Horrible.
Terrible.
I mean, that's just.
I think it was actually one of the things that stopped me from looking into it any further is they had stop me, but they had like a no carry law for their drivers.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do
I'm
that.
like, no, I'll sign it, but
Yeah, I'm not
No.
following that rule.
no, because
Yeah.
as many people as there are, like the guy who that girl got into his car, whatever, is on the other end. I'm sure you've had several fares that have been beyond either sketchy and or
Oh, many. Yeah,
yeah.
many. And
And they lost me at that. It's like I'll use them. There's a couple of guys that every once in a while will get the same guy or me and my wife are gonna go out the night. We'll
yeah,
if we're gonna drink, this is both drink or whatever, just a little bit, I still won't drive.
And it's a great service
So
because
it's
it is
awesome.
so much less expensive than taking a taxi.
Mm-hmm.
I was really, I was just thinking the other day. I got behind a taxi and I'm like, oh, there are still taxis around. I'm like, holy crap, how's that guy doing it?
Yeah.
Because they would, they get you. Now Fort Wayne's not super duper expensive. It's not like being in New York or Chicago where you're paying a crap load of money for a medallion. But there is some extra cost in it. They got to make sure that you've got a certain amount of insurance, which is understandable. That's cool.
Yeah.
But then you've got to pay the city, a certain amount of money for the ability just to be able to have your business, have your car on the road. They give you a little taxi plate that you got to screw to it.
Yeah.
So, they want to make sure that your car is up to snuff. Like I kind of feel like if your cars aren't up to par, I mean, they would have me open up the hood to see if there was an engine in there. I mean, it was like, why am I even opening up the hood? You're not checking the oil. You're not doing anything other than making sure all my windows go up and down, that my doors open and close, that my horn works and my lights work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm paying you how much money? Oh, and don't get me started on every single car that was that the airport, our Fort Wayne International Airport. It's not international airport. It is, but for like parcels, not people. But they still want to. I've always laughed. Fort Wayne International. Where are you going?
Chicago.
Yeah, we can go to Chicago, Atlanta, a couple different places, Dallas. You're not going to Paris.
Oh.
Not direct flight.
I had my heart set on Paris.
Well, a direct flight, I would be there, but not going through Atlanta or any place else. So, no Paris.
Dang it.
But super costly for each vehicle, just to have the right to operate out of the airport.
Just to be able to go pick up a fare
Just to be able to buy your little sticker. Now they didn't check to make sure that anything was. They didn't go check your car. They didn't make sure that the driver. They just want to make sure that the airport's getting their money, their cut out of your business. So it was just kind of a racket, and I couldn't imagine doing it in a bigger city, because Fort Wayne's pretty inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
We're here in the Midwest, and things are pretty cheap, pretty inexpensive. But man, I wouldn't have been able to do it anywhere else. But I'm glad I got out.
Yeah.
Definitely glad I got out when I did, because you don't see too many taxis around anymore.
No.
And for good reason. I mean, really, who wants to pay it? It was $50 to get from one side of town to the other, to the airport. From the north side of town to the airport was about $50.
Oh my.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't complaining. I had people that would pay it. Believe me. Which is how I financed the bike. Was through that. But as a consumer, I'm glad that there's Lyft and that there's Uber out there, and I'm glad there's other options, because
what I liked about them is there's no money changing hands. I pay my bill through the app. I could tip them through the app if I wanted to. I didn't have to have cash on me.
Yeah, and the driver's not going to have to worry about being robbed.
Nope.
Too much, because it's not like, okay, well, it's 3:00 Friday morning. You've been out running all night long, so I know you got a bunch of money on you, so give it here.
Yep. Nope, it's all electronic.
Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. I thought about doing that. In the wintertime, since I do drive dump truck, I thought about driving a little bit in the wintertime when it got slow, but I haven't done it yet, because we've still stayed fairly busy.
Good.
Ish. But I may need to this year. I don't know.
We'll
see.
You've got another motorcycle to build, so
Yeah, absolutely.
Another part-time job.
Yep, need to. So
my downtime's in the winter. People
Mhm.
still don't get that. They start Oh, it's spring now. I need this done on my bike
Yeah, I don't know why
now.
people. I don't know
Still,
why people wait until spring
contact
and
me in
then
October, November. I am
right.
literally sitting on my butt, twiddling my thumbs or working on my own stuff, or I stay home because I don't have any work to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't make any
Prime
sense to me.
time.
Yeah,
Then you can have it by spring when
yeah,
everybody else is
spring.
worried about, oh, I need tires.
Yeah, yeah. No, get all that crap done. You're not messing with your bike in the wintertime anyways.
No,
Get it,
sitting in the garage.
get it to your place, and do all the fun shit that you always. Oh, I want to do this. I want. Well, get it done.
Absolutely.
Do it.
Let's turbocharge that beast.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
something cool. I don't understand people like that. When springtime comes around, I want to be riding.
Yeah. You want to be out
I
on
want
it?
to be like, oh, well, okay, nice day. Well, I'm gonna take the bike up to the shop and drop it off for a month. What?
Yeah.
I mean, cool. If that's what you want to do, if you want to talk about riding all year long, but
Yep.
so I'm glad to hear that you're getting your own shit on the road.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Absolutely.
I
gonna be
can't
beautiful.
wait to see you out riding.
Yep. Me too. I just want to be out riding it. I'm literally powder coating everything.
Really? What color are you
shock
doing?
mount under the motor that you can't see it when it's installed. You
Mhm.
can't. Is powder coated body color. It's a 2008 Yamaha Raider.
Oh,
Going
cool.
through the whole motor, building that above and beyond any motor build that it exists. Um, it's going to be turbocharged, single turbo, not twins, this time. Um, but still pushing about 20 psi or so
Nice.
through it.
That'll be fun.
My goal is right around 300 to 350 horsepower at the rear wheel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the motor itself should put down about 200.
Hope you're
Which
putting a
is-
big tire on the back.
It's a 250.
Yeah.
Yeah. On a pretty painted rim.
Nice.
Yeah. Powder coated. Everything's powder coated.
Nice.
Yeah.
I do love the look of a nice powder coat job.
It'll be a high gloss. The color's called Illusion Malbec. It's like a deep red wine.
Ooh,
Yeah.
red wine.
Wow.
Now that song's gonna be stuck in your head, and
Anyway.
all other 6 people who are subscribers. And thank you for subscribing. And if you're new here to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon so you can be notified when new episodes are put up. I do plan on putting out an episode a week. Some may suck.
I'm gonna subscribe to this, and I'm definitely gonna hit your bell.
Oh, I love it when you hit my bell.
Oh.
God, that's just amazing.
Anyway, talk about motorcycles again. I'm getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, me
Is it
too.
hot in here?
Yeah, really? Open a window. So what else has been going on? You went to church this morning, and
Yeah. Been back going to church, going to Broadway Christian Church. It's where I grew up. But past 4 years now, because of life, stuff happens. Ended up back at Broadway, and it's the best decision I've ever made. It's like coming home after.
yeah,
I would say like coming home after being at the war.
that is a super down to earth church.
It really is.
I
Yeah.
love churches like
don't
that.
have to dress up. You don't have to. You could have gone today in what you're wearing.
Yeah,
Beavis
my
and Butthead
Beavis and Butthead
t-shirt.
shirt. Represent.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what I went to church in. I'm wearing jeans and sneakers and
Yeah.
an untucked black polo,
Yeah.
buttoned up.
Yeah. I'm trying to get back into going. I need to. My son is back. He was staying in Cincinnati for a few years. He's a minister,
Cool.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Yep. And so he is lead pastor at First Church of Christ in Bluffton. So
Okay.
he's got his own church now. And he is so super excited and so super busy. He's going to be coming on here hopefully within the next 2-3 weeks, and shoot the shit with him, because he and I get into some really weird conversations.
I can imagine so.
But yeah, we got into talking about one day. It was, I can't remember even what brought it up, but how we're all gonna get uh, replaced by machines and robots and whatnot.
Gotcha.
And so it got me kind of thinking. It's like, what kind of job? Because they're talking about the trucking industry is going to be turning into robotic trucks, driverless trucks, and I think my portion of that
Anything
is
they
going
can
to
do to
be.
get Swift off the road would
Oh,
be great.
please get Swift off the road,
Yeah.
please. You know what Swift stands for, right?
I have no clue what Swift
See what
stands
I can
for.
fuck up today.
Ah.
That's see what I can fuck up today, and literally they try.
Yep.
They really give it a shot. I think
They get bonuses.
Yeah, it's
the
like,
different
hey man,
positions they can get their truck into.
hey man, if you can make this thing look like a pretzel, I swear we'll give you a week off with pay.
if you live.
If you live. See if you can screw up traffic for about 16 hours too.
Ooh.
I mean, aim high.
Aim high.
Aim high.
Air Force.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's something that you don't have to worry about in your job. I wouldn't think is
Not
being
in my
replaced.
job. No. Oh, being replaced?
Yeah, being replaced by a robot. Fast food people are wanting the $15 an hour,
Right.
and that would be great
McDonald's
as long
has
as.
large tablets out front taking your order now.
And I hate them.
I've not used those yet.
I refuse. I absolutely refuse because there's a lot of good people that need to be working, and if you're working at McDonald's, I think I don't want to go into a McDonald's and interact with a computer.
I've never had a good experience. Great experience, I should say.
It's not
at
intuitive
McDonald's.
at all either.
No,
it's
it's always that lady with the bad attitude behind the cash register going, what?
I'll tell you what, this one right over here by my house has been great. I used to go to another one that I won't mention, State and Coliseum, and every single time we would go there, something was wrong. It was almost funny, if it wasn't so irritating. We got a lot of free food because of it, but it was a lot of bitching and a lot of, okay, well, I guess I'll eat this even though it's not the right thing. And they couldn't even get anything normal, just a normal sandwich. Not, hey, take off the pickles, add ketchup, nothing like that. It was just normal stuff. Wasn't right. And this one over here has been fantastic. So the new house has been very nice as far as that goes because I'm 2 minutes from McDonald's and they haven't screwed up an order yet.
Another reason why we're not walking around videotaping this on cell phones.
Because
McDonald's.
we would be at
We'd
McDonald's.
probably end up at McDonald's.
Yes.
Yeah, have to plug them as well.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't like McDonald's? Okay, crickets? Yeah. Nobody doesn't like McDonald's. So if you don't like McDonald's,
hit the unsubscribe button.
you can unsubscribe from this right now. Please
Bye.
don't. But yeah, bye. I don't even want to be your friend. I don't need you in my life. That kind of negativity is just.
Mm-mm.
But I mean, I can see it. So, but yeah, they're basically working themselves out of a job.
Yeah, I don't know how I would feel about a robot making the food. It might be more sanitary.
It's probably more sanitary, and you'll probably get exactly what you want. Your
Right.
meat will probably be centered on the bun. You'll probably not have ketchup squirted all over the side of the thing. It'll probably be wrapped up, and you won't have a big thumbprint in the top of the bun.
Oh, I love thumbprints.
I know thumbprints just make it that much better. It's like, oh, a real person made this, and then squished their thumb into it because
they put the note pickle sticker right on top. Fucker.
Like, what are you doing? Why do I have a hole in the top of my sandwich?
Since we're on this roll here, what the hell? And please, somebody answer me. Is with Taco Bell, filling the stuff on the burrito and rolling it up the wrong way. So every single bite is, this is all rice, that is all meat. Here's the beans, there's the cheese. Why can't you roll it the other direction and get everything in every bite?
Well, you would have to
Why?
ask. Maybe somebody at Taco Bell could
below.
Yeah,
Please
let us know.
Why?
Now, my fiance, I love her,
Woo!
works at Taco Bell, so I eat a lot of Taco
A
Bell.
lot of Taco Bell.
And I love Taco Bell. And
Reason
that
number 3, we're not walking around the
they,
neighborhood.
well, she doesn't work at this one over here. She works at a different one. But
I'm just talking
they,
about the too
they
much Taco Bell.
oh, I'm telling. Oh yeah, believe me, I can't make it out of the Taco Bell without taking a pit stop. So take that for what it is. But they, I, I think things have gotten really tough in that type of industry because nobody wants to work for that small amount of pay anymore. You know, Walmart's starting out at $11 an hour now.
Wow.
That's not great money, but it's better than starting out at McDonald's at $8 an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's who wants to go and basically work your ass off in fast food because those people work.
Mm-hmm. Well, those jobs are made for people who have minimal skills, fresh out of in the middle of high school, fresh out of high school, just starting to cut their teeth on, getting out into the real world and working, that don't have machinist skills. They don't have an MBA and whatever. They're working on their liberal arts degree. Those people.
What liberal arts degree? Yeah. Good luck with that. What do you do now after you have your degree? What? Oh,
Second
you're
grade art
going
class.
back to school because you still don't have a marketable skill.
Yep. Oh, you're down to 4 subscribers.
Yeah, because I need people who work. Yeah, whatever.
Yep.
It is what it is. I'm not in here to make money, so. Although you can make money with this someday.
If it gets there, it gets there. That'd be
Gets there,
great
it gets
for you.
there.
I'd be happy for you.
If not, it's cool because you know what? Then it becomes a job.
Yep.
And I'm doing this because I think it would be fun.
That's the whole reason I'm still doing motorcycles.
Yeah,
the point
because
where it becomes
it's absolutely fun.
where I'm managing people more than being creative and making this gas tank or building this frame or exhaust or whatever. At that point, I will probably throw in the towel because it's not fun. The last thing I want to do is diet. That's helping.
Listen, I have gained a bunch of weight again. I was doing intermittent fasting.
Okay.
Ever heard of that?
Yeah. Only slightly. I can.
And it was really working a lot. I dropped about 25 pounds.
Oh my.
Yeah. And I'm just stunned at myself that I can't get back on it. You basically do nothing. I mean, you don't eat I was doing like 20 hours a day. So for 20 hours a day, you don't eat. You can drink water or black coffee. You can't put cream and sugar or anything in like that. And it makes you insulin something, I don't know, but it makes it so you're not producing any insulin. And so basically after about 12 to 14 hours you start burning nothing but fat because you don't have any sugar in your system. It's already burned all the sugar out of your system. I don't know what the fuck. I was listening to a lot of podcasts and watching a lot of YouTube videos on intermittent fasting, so I knew all the terminology at one point, but since I'm fat again, obviously I've forgotten it. But it was really super easy. So basically I would eat from about 7 o'clock at night until 11 o'clock, and then so whatever I could eat. I mean, I was eating anything I wanted. But you got a 4-hour window to do it in, because after so long you're just burning nothing but fat, and it was great. And then I just
stopped doing it
Because I like food. And
And Twinkies.
Twinkies are awesome. They're like from God.
The one time I remember this man actually getting legitimately mad at me. I stole his Twinkies.
You got into my snack.
I got into your desk, yes, I did.
Yes,
And
you got into my desk,
on
and I had.
Facebook and rubbed it in his face.
Oh, I was pissed.
We ate your last 4 Twinkies.
You did,
This
and
is
I
the
was
time
pissed.
where they're going out
Yes.
as well.
Yes. I'm like, I had Twinkies, and Twinkies were like selling for like $1,000 or whatever on eBay.
Yeah, a box of Twinkies.
And you want to eat my Twinkies?
We ate them.
Yeah, you guys killed them. I was like, stay out of my desk.
He put locks on the doors.
I did. I
this
fucking
little wooden desk that has like 7, airplane luggage key locks on it, one on each door.
I put padlocks on that bitch. I was pissed.
Like I said, the one time, remember me?
Yeah, I was
legitimately mad.
I was.
At me.
I've never
Not
been
just,
mad at you
he threw
other than
fireworks
that.
under the door again. This
No,
asshole.
no, I was
I was
pissed.
pissed.
I was like, you don't fuck with my Twinkies. Don't fuck with my snacks, man. Do not do it, please. So yeah, I'm ramping myself up mentally to do it again.
Do it.
Because really, dude, I felt so much better, and I probably gained about 10 pounds of it back. And I can feel it. I mean, when you lose it and then you gain it back.
Oh yeah.
You
there.
really, really feel
that
it.
one belt hole that you're like, oh
Yeah.
yes, I can't get to.
Oh
it
no,
again.
I'm getting to it, but it's
right.
yeah, it's
What's
really
wrong
uncomfortable. Yeah, it's like, why are you talking like that? Well, because I refuse to give up that belt hole.
My wife has been on Whole30. Which
What's that?
Is basically you're cutting out carbs, added sugars, alcohol.
I don't drink, so I do have a 6-pack of Red's Apple Ale in there. I haven't gotten into it, which my fiance is always pointing out. Well, you bought that and you haven't drank any of it yet. I was like, well, I'm not a drinker, so
Well,
it's an investment. Maybe they'll go out of business and I'll be able to sell them on eBay.
$1,000 on a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Hey, why not?
I'll sell them each bottle. I'll be like $6,000.
Well, anyway, dairy. There's the other one. I knew there was something.
Oh
else.
man,
no dairy.
like no ice cream.
Yeah, nothing. You'd be surprised at what there's actual dairy in, or
Everything, chocolate.
Soy.
They'll say,
soy.
okay, so no bread,
No bread.
which means no pasta,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
no sugar,
Yep.
which
no added
means
sugars.
no
you can have,
added sugar. What?
Banana, apple, anything natural, sugar, stuff like that. Yeah.
So you can't eat anything good.
No Twinkies.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
But she's done really well on it. Well,
Really?
it's supposed to be Whole30. You're supposed to do this diet for 30 days. And it is to help find either allergy and or intolerance
Mm-hmm.
to things. It's not supposed to be a complete lifestyle. But she
Oh,
has
okay.
found that it is, she does have a intolerance to soy.
Really?
And it's not allergies. It's just, hey, your body doesn't like this, so
Yeah.
you should probably really cut it out
Right.
to the point.
How
where
does she find out that she's intolerant to soy?
Well, the plan is that you pick one thing. You do this Whole30, and your body is hit reset, basically.
Okay.
And then you go, okay, fine, let's do grains. Let's do.
You're gonna add that back
wheat. Let's
in?
do gluten. Yes,
Okay.
you do that for a couple days.
What is gluten?
It's bread. It's between you and me, let's just call it bread. Anything.
Okay. I always see gluten free, and I'm like, I never heard of gluten before until everybody was saying it's free of gluten.
Right.
Like-
Gluten-free water. Gluten-free bananas.
Yeah. What?
That's just
I'm like, what?
BS.
Yeah. It's like, maybe I like gluten. Maybe gluten's good for me.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you shit's not good for you, and then you find out that it's fine.
Right.
So,
So anyway, you introduce those, pick one thing, you eat it, eat it again for a couple of days, and go back into the Whole30, at least the regime of the
Mhm.
Whole30, to find out what it does to your body. If it's nothing bad, like if you don't have any reactions to it, then in moderation, that thing would be okay.
Okay.
Okay, then you do another Whole30, and you do dairy.
How long has she been on this?
It's a year and a
Holy
half or
crap.
so. Yeah, that
So
comes
it
to
is
find
like a
out,
lifestyle.
and now for her, it is a lifestyle because she has intolerance, an extreme intolerance. She's not going to die from it, but she will break out in hives or something of that nature for almost every single one of them. Now, alcohol and sugars is not a big deal, but
Wow.
yeah, definitely a soy. I think it's a soy allergy, gluten and dairy intolerance,
Really?
and so yeah, going out to
Interesting.
restaurants doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah,
There's only a
that's
few that don't need soy. Soy will sneak in anything.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why I like that intermittent fasting. I mean, eventually they do want you to start kind of watching what you eat.
Which you
Um,
should do anyway.
but
Twinkies.
I don't. But basically, I can cram whatever the hell I want as long as I can do it in 4 hours. I mean, you're only going to eat so
So
much in 4 hours.
you can cram whatever you want into your face for 4 hours.
Yeah, and you lose weight, and you feel a lot better. It's amazing. I don't do it. It's amazing, and I don't do it.
I don't like cramming things into my face.
Dude, I love to eat. I mean, I I love to eat. That's my thing. I don't do drugs. Um, I'm not a drinker. I don't do anything besides eat, but I love some good food. Not that it's junk food. I love junk food. Okay, let's just go. I love junk food.
Right? And chocolate's my Achilles
Oh
heel.
my god.
Yes, it's that and
God.
fast
Alright.
motorcycles, fast cars, and chocolate.
Yesterday morning, I we had a safety meeting that I had to go in for an hour, 1 hour safety meeting on a Saturday. So I had to get up. Couldn't sleep in. Number one. But when I got there, they had donuts. All right. Okay.
It's got a
All right. Yeah, I
better.
can. Yeah, that's all right. It's like we can do some donuts. So obviously I picked the round donut, and it has chocolate icing and chocolate sprinkles on it also.
Now, was this a fried or cake? Was this
It was like
a yeast donut or a cake donut? Was
it was like
fluffy or dense?
it was dense-ish.
Cake.
Yeah.
I like baking too. I can build motorcycles and I can bake.
Yeah, see, I'm not a good cook, which is I need to be because I am the cook in the family, and I don't know how to cook shit. So,
So how are you the cook?
because I put the stuff out of the freezer into the oven, and then
Microwave.
and I don't microwave a lot.
Hamburger
I,
helper.
I made hamburger helper last night. The lasagna stuff.
Lived on that for years because that's what somebody else called cooking. I won't. No,
Well,
no
you
box
wouldn't.
meals.
I like the stovetop stuffing too.
That's different.
Good.
That's absolutely different.
I do boxed potatoes.
Nope.
I'm not peeling potatoes, bro. I've done it.
I won't
not.
either. I'll wash them off and slice them up and cook them in a pan with some olive oil or.
I'm not peeling them. I'm not peeling potatoes.
I've peeled too many fingers. I don't peel
Yeah, I
potatoes
don't
anymore
peel
either.
potatoes. I
Leave the
just don't
skins
mess
on.
with
It's
them.
good for you.
Yeah, I know it's good. I don't know. I like pouring them into and then watching them get fluffy. They get fluffy. I know they're potatoes. They're just dried.
Were at one point.
Yeah, I mean it
My
started up
dad.
somehow. It says potatoes on them. I know it's got to be.
Potato flavoring.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm cool with that. Tastes like it. So, I don't. Oh, back to my donut.
Donuts.
So,
Cake donut.
so I'm already upset. Not upset, but I was not happy about getting up on a Saturday morning. Well, I bit into it. Ah, it's filling
Was
in
it
there
Bavarian?
also. No,
Please
it
tell
was
me
not
Bavarian.
Bavarian.
Good.
I love Bavarian.
I hate Bavarian.
It was like a
cream.
mocha.
Wait, was chocolate filling in your chocolate donut with chocolate icing and chocolate sprinkles?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, this is the
This
greatest
is
donut
awesome.
ever.
Okay, Saturdays, you can call these meetings again. Just get these
I was
donuts.
I need this donut in my life. So that was pretty cool.
Cool.
And they gave me a Mountain Dew. They had Mountain Dew in there, too.
Better.
So I was like, that's cool.
Did you get anything from the meeting, though?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a regurgitation of the same shit that you know, have been hearing for years and years and years. Don't run people over.
Gotcha. Well, it was a
Don't
safety
tip
meeting
the
that you
truck
usually
over. Wear
don't.
your seatbelt.
Are you listening, Swift?
Yeah, all those things that Swift does not do.
Well, somebody had to tip the truck over for them to call an arbitrary safety meeting like that.
Oh, people tip dump trucks over all the time. It's not that hard. Just, you know,
The bus is still upright. I drive that like a bat out of hell.
Well, I mean, but you don't have. It's not. You don't have 20 tons of material that you're lifting up, and then it starts swaying like that, and you're on a little bit of an uneven surface, and then doink, there you go. So that's how people dump a dump truck. Yeah, roll it over. Never done it.
Great.
Knock on wood. I've thought I was going to a few times. I've been like, oh, okay, well, need to run home now and change my clothes, but never have had any kind of a real incident in one. So
good.
Knock on wood.
Yep.
So anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna try to get back on the intermittent fasting. So hopefully people that like and subscribe and hit the bell will hopefully see a shrinking me.
Not just your head.
Help me. Yeah, help me. Yeah. So hopefully we'll see some, and I kind of figure maybe me speaking it on the podcast will, because you know people will be in the comments be like, "Oh, you're still fat." Thanks.
I'll be one of them.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's 3 weeks and you still have 8 chins. All right. Hey,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what are you talking about? So yeah, that's the thing. So hopefully 4 or 5 episodes in, we'll be seeing a little bit of a change. I need it too, man. I was working out. I almost canceled my gym membership, and decided I better keep it because I don't want to be fat. And I always get these great ideas. It's like, oh, we'll take the other bedroom and make it into a workout room. But that doesn't work because it just turns into a room with a bunch of dusty stuff that never gets used. So if I'm paying every month, I feel like I should be going. That doesn't work all the time because
you
I
feel like you should be going.
You just
that's
don't.
Where it ends.
Yeah,
You're
that's.
like,
I should be going.
Because I have a gym membership as well.
Yeah. Where do you go? Where are you supposed to go?
Where am I supposed to go? The Y downtown.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice facility down there, isn't it?
Actually, with that membership, you can get into any other Y.
They got the pool?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, they've got a pool downtown.
I don't have a pool where I go.
I'm sorry.
Have tanning beds.
Ooh.
So I can get skin cancer. And now you'll know where I'm going. They got Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls. Well, that's what sold you.
I think that's the dumbest thing ever. You know what? Every first or whatever Monday or something like that of the month, they have pizza night.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Bagels? They have a
donuts,
day
pizza,
where it's bagel Tuesday or something stupid like that. It's like, see, I mean, okay, eat a bagel. It's all right. Pizza? Dude, I walked in and there was, I shit you not, 60 boxes of pizza. The place was packed.
Yeah, you gave out free food.
Pizza. You're at
a gym. This
it's
isn't bike
not,
night.
This is not a gym. This is,
It's a
I don't
social
know what it
gathering.
is. I'm like, why are you even here?
Because free pizza.
Free pizza. Yeah, I mean, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I was just like, yeah, this is dumb. I mean, okay, that's cool. I'll do the Tootsie Roll every now and then. You know, I'll grab a Tootsie Roll on my way out.
Yeah.
And be like, well, I just burned off, 150 calories probably, and
Here's 60.
I'm gonna add 60 right back. I'm like, what?
Before I get to
What
my
am
car.
what am I doing? so then your insulin's going crazy. So it's like, oh yeah, hey, you're gonna give me some sugar. So, what are you going to do? Pass Dairy Queen on the way home? No, you're not going to pass Dairy Queen on the way home. Yeah, stop in there. I just got done working out.
I feel better.
Yeah, I feel better. Yeah, I got calories to burn now. Whatever. Give me a break. Dairy Queen's the devil.
Yeah.
But they're delicious. So delicious. So yeah. I just bought a case of Diet Mountain Dew, so as soon as I finish downing that, I'll be back to the water.
There you go.
And I've had to figure out a way to be able to drink black coffee. I could never do black coffee.
I can't stand the taste of it. It's not for me.
I like the smell. I do love the smell of coffee. I don't particularly care for the bitter taste of black coffee. When I do coffee, any other time in my life, it's always been, I'm not really a big creamer guy, but I gotta have a shitload of sugar. So it just becomes like black soup, or black. It's almost chewy. You know what I mean? It's like it's like mocha flavored ice cream, but hot. It's delicious. I mean it, and you talk about your eyes are bugging out of your head, and
it's a lot of sugar.
It's a lot of sugar. I mean, I gotta put a lot of sugar in there. I mean, it's like
wise. I mean, for a cup of sugars, we're talking about 5 packets, 7, 10.
At least 10, probably. Okay. It's stupid. No, I'm talking. Yeah.
Leave room in the cup because we're adding so much sugar.
Yeah,
in it.
Put the sugar in first, and then you can add the rest of coffee.
That's a lot of sugar.
Yeah, don't pour my coffee up to the top, because then I'm never going to be able to get it right, because the coffee will be overflowing because of all the sugar I'm putting in. Nice. It just doesn't work. It really is kind of a gritty drink when I'm done, but it's delicious. That's why I don't get cornflakes. I get cereal that has the sugar already in it, because cornflakes, I will add sugar. And I'm adding a hell of a lot more sugar than it would come if it was Frosted Flakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, seriously, your milk is discolored and it has texture now. You could draw in it, and it's when you get milk down to the end and pour drink it. Well, you're seeing like a big sludge pile of sugar that
like sand in the bottom of your bowl.
Yeah, exactly. That's sugar.
It.
Yeah, that's sugar. So hey, and then aspartame. Ooh, yum. Ooh, there's something. I guess I don't want to put that in between the hot computer and the hot mixing board.
Warm Mountain
Dew.
Now
I have warm Diet Mountain Dew.
Ooh. My mom will do Dr. Pepper.
I love.
It up.
What?
Well, no, we'll warm it up like hot Dr. Pepper, like hot coffee, hot Dr. Pepper.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that work?
It sounds disgusting to me.
It does sound disgusting.
Yes,
what does she put it in? Like a glass and then warm it up?
Yeah, usually like a mug in the microwave.
That's disturbing almost.
I don't know how often she does it, but I saw her do it once, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
I'm like,
all right, well, it's something different.
I won't drink a fresh Mountain Dew that's been sitting in my car. And if I took one sip out of it and went and did something, and there it is sitting in the car in the hot summer day, and now it's warm.
Mm-hmm. See, my fiance, she is notorious for opening a can of pop, taking 4 drinks out of it, and then once it's not ice cold anymore, she doesn't want it. Which works out for me, because I'll go get her a new one.
Right, and you can finish her old one.
And then I finish the old one.
Right.
So I'm drinking way more pop than I really should be, because obviously I've gone and grabbed my own, so then I have to down hers also. So I'm drinking. She's drinking a third of what I'm drinking, if that. Whatever.
You're
it is what it is.
Something.
I don't want to waste it.
Cold, so it'll stay cold for her.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know. I'll get you a couple of one-off custom designs koozies.
Hey, there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, you should do that. I've been rocking the sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
About time I get some T-shirts out.
Yeah. You need to get some T-shirts out, man. I'll rock them.
Besides the white ones.
Hey, get me some that are colorful so I can wear them on the job site.
Okay. You'd like a high vis green or
Yeah.
orange or whatever.
The orange would be best. I like that. I'm so sick of the green, yellow. God, it's not. That's the yellow ones that I pretty much am always stuck wearing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, get some orange ones. That'd be badass.
Okay.
Yeah, make some. I'll rock them.
Okay. I need to come up with a new saying for the back. I used Benjamin Franklin the last time, so this time I'll have something else.
Hey, and a hat. We need hats.
And hats. Hats are expensive.
They are. They are a little
For the
expensive.
really nice ones that I want, they cost me like $25 to $28.
Are they really?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I have
never
to pass
mind.
them on at cost, and so I'm not going to buy extra. I'm not
Yeah.
going to have any on
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I always had people wanting to. Hey, you got any taxi shirts? No.
shit's expensive. You
It
don't
is
wanna buy
expensive.
a taxi shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to wear it anyways. You're not going to go and you just want a shirt to hang up in your closet.
Mm-hmm. Put it with a collection of shirts that are company shirts.
Yeah. Yeah. So, whatever. But yeah, man, get me some shirts. I'll take some.
Cool.
That'd be cool. Hey, because honestly, those would be because the guys riding the motorcycles, we like to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's either we're all wearing all black, or a little bit of that high vis stuff. Safety wise is really nice.
Yes, it is.
So that
So
might be a little.
I might do orange ones next.
Yeah, that'd be pretty badass. It's a little orange and black.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love it.
Can't go wrong with orange and black.
No,
love orange
hell
and
no,
black.
man. That's my favorite color combo.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Of course, you're a Harley fan as well, and
I'm not a Harley fan. I'm not.
No.
No, I like Harleys. I like motorcycles. I'm not a Chevy guy or a Ford guy. These people that do
You're
that.
A car guy.
I'm a car guy.
Motorcycle guy. But the same
I'm a
here.
motorcycle guy.
I
I'm a
like
car.
anything, everything, old stuff, new stuff.
Yeah.
I'll look at I don't know, a 60s or a 50s Triumph.
Oh, yeah.
Or a whatever. The older motorcycles, and be in awe with them just as much as I would be, a 2019 whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's cool. It's a motorcycle.
Yeah,
I still think, where can I cut?
Oh,
what
yeah.
modifications can I do to this mint condition 19 whatever Indian 4?
Well, you know my buddy Sam.
Yeah.
He and I are the same, and just like you, we can't leave something alone.
Can't leave it alone.
I-
Stock
you know,
sucks.
I got the little Beetle out there, and it looks decent the way it is, and it's got a paint job on it. I can leave it alone? No.
No.
Why?
What's the point?
Yeah, it looked like every other little twit driving around in a Volkswagen Beetle. Now, the guy across the street's got an old bug.
I've
Did you
seen
see that?
one. I like old
I
Beetles.
want one of those really, really bad.
If I were to ever actually restore something, put something into its original condition, and you know me, I don't do that. I don't look forward to doing that. Would actually be a 72. I want a Super Beetle.
Yeah, badass.
Yeah.
I know where
Fully
there's two
restored.
Beetles, the older ones, that I could probably get for about $1,000. Two of them.
A pair for $1,000 or a
A
grand
pair.
each?
No, a pair for $1,000. Well, I need $1,000.
Okay.
But
Well,
see,
I
I've
just
got
bought
a small.
mill, so.
Huh?
I just bought a mill.
You're basically taking two cars and making one good one out of it.
Okay.
But it comes with like extra engines and all kinds of extra parts and shit.
Mhm.
I was really thinking about that. It's like that might come before the KZ.
Got a Hayabusa motor in the shop. We could shoehorn into one of them, turbocharge it.
No, you know what I like?
Buzzing
I like
around
the
town.
sound. I like the sound of the old.
The old 1600.
Yeah, I
the
love that.
Flat 4.
Mm-hmm. Actually, my car somehow almost sounds like an old Beetle. It has
That's
that.
an exhaust leak.
No, I'm telling you. I looked, and my exhaust tips even say MagnaFlow on them. So it's
It actually has a performance exhaust on
yeah.
it. Then?
Things got slotted rotors.
Okay. so
Somebody's
put a
put
little bit of money
somebody's
into
put
it.
a little bit of money into this thing. It's got the cool, yeah,
All right.
pretty neat. It's got the different front end with the like the lowered, the front. It's got the valance or whatever the hell it's called, a little spoiler
Lean
system on the
skirt or
bottom. Yeah,
whatever,
it's
yeah.
pretty neat looking.
Hmm.
Yeah, so they put a little bit of money into it. So figure
Well,
I'll.
ground effects. It's got ground effects.
No, it's just the front. I need to
Oh,
get some for the rest. But it ties in pretty nice. It's got nice aftermarket wheels on it.
hmm,
Decent little car for what I got.
cool.
So I don't know. But yeah, I can't leave shit alone.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, orange, orange and black. I'm not a Harley guy. I have I've seen so many different bikes. Um, I could take a Harley or leave it. it I saw a sweet Indian the other day. Um, not a full dresser or anything, but it was just a neat looking old. Well, not old. It's a newer Indian,
Right. Yeah,
but
they've done a good job of making you
really
look
neat.
older. The
Yeah,
classic
yeah,
styling.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
yeah. I honestly, I'd never buy one. It's just not for me. But they've done a really good job with the looks. Now, I
Hmm.
haven't dug into one either yet, so I can't tell you how they're made or how they're
I'd
built or
roll one in a
whatever. But
heartbeat. I think they look. They
you
just.
do
I
like
love
the
that
classic
old school.
style.
You
Yeah,
know.
I
Yeah.
do not like the full wheeled covers. You know, your '57 Bel Air. You know, fender skirts and all that.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care
This one.
for it.
This
You
one
know?
wasn't quite. This one didn't scream Indian like that. It had the front fender was pretty neat. It wasn't like the full on. I'm not a big fan of the great big giant
The
fender.
huge
Yeah,
fenders,
I'm not a
big
huge fan of
swoopy
that either.
lines and
But I think it's cool that you can now go out and buy an Indian.
hmm
You know, Victory had some pretty neat bikes. I mean, they were quick,
right.
but they kind of fugly. I thought.
Oh, the was it the Vision, the spaceship?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was like, what is this?
Just I have a couple friends that own those, and they love that motorcycle.
Oh
And
yeah, they're
for the
great
ride,
motorcycles.
yeah,
They're so comfortable and
Yep.
fast,
yep.
powerful. Blow the doors, the theoretical doors off of a Harley.
hmm
But like, what is that thing? Like, you're driving the space shuttle.
Yep.
It's just ugly. It's ugly. I couldn't. But some people love them.
Absolutely love them.
And
And teach their own. That's why there's not
I
one
really like
motorcycle
the
for everybody.
I really like the newer Goldwings, the ones that are kind of the stripped down. What is it? F2, F6B. Yeah,
Yep.
F6B.
Yep.
Love those. I think those things are just
Same here.
sick.
I've never been one for the trunks, but this is a complete blacked out. They
Yeah.
pulled off 98% of the chrome parts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blacked out the entire thing. I can get them in red as well.
Neat, and they're lightweight,
Yeah.
and I've sat on them. I've not ridden any, but you know they got to be powerful and they're quick.
They are. It's an 1800 flat six.
Yeah,
They
that
are.
thing will
They're
shit and get.
balanced, smooth.
Yeah, the balance of it. I sat on one. I was like, man, I feel like I'm sitting on something half the size,
Mm-hmm.
and it
You
didn't.
wouldn't know that it's 800 plus pounds.
You know, you sit on a full dresser Harley, you're like, yeah, I got something. You know, you're sitting on something here. It's like,
Right.
and
But that Goldwing would
that-
flatten a road glider straight
oh
line
yeah,
all day
just
long.
and they're neat looking. I just love the lines on them. I just think they've done a really nice job. I think Honda did a great job with those. I would pick one of those up in a heartbeat.
The owner of the VMAX, the quad turbo VMAX, has I think it's a 16 S6B that we've been playing with the idea of twin turbocharging
Ooh, that'd be neat.
that one and hiding it, so you would be able to tell that between a bone stock one and this one
Till it left you.
till it's gone.
Yeah, it was like,
oh, what was that?
I bet that's the one with that the turbo.
It's oh, license plate said bye bye. Oh,
See ya.
see ya. Right. What's cha? What
Yeah.
is cha? Oh, see ya.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
See.
Yeah, those are cool.
So hopefully he pulls the trigger on that. I haven't made anything that's very stealthy
Yeah.
as far
Well,
as
it's hard to.
turbocharge is going.
It's hard.
It's got this mass that the motorcycle is never meant to hold, and now you got to
Mhm.
find a aesthetically pleasing place for it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna gut the bags and stick them in there. So you'll
Yeah.
never hold luggage again. but
Yeah. See,
it'll be
I
cool.
like holding. I like being able to. That's the one thing. You know, if I got another KZ, then I mean, that's not like I'm going to go anywhere,
Mhm.
but it is nice to carry a few things. You know, sweatshirt or whatever, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I miss that ducktail or
Okay.
whatever. You know, I miss that whole look of those bikes. I want couple inches stretched, but not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Nice. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Get another lift and get an old KZ and
There you go.
stick it in there and paint it orange. Won't be orange.
Yeah, not gonna do orange again. Now
No.
you gotta do something different. You already done orange.
I have. I haven't done anything blue.
Hmm.
Black's played out.
Yeah.
Big time.
I've done 3. Blacked out KZ 750s, thousands.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just yeah. Yeah, I want it to pop, so I don't know. Figure it out. Find a painter. Maybe I'll paint it myself. Done that a couple times.
Yeah, you're not too terrible at it.
Mm-mm. I enjoyed
Just gotta
doing
take
that.
your time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I painted the Harley
Mm-hmm.
in my shop,
Right.
which the neighbors did not like.
Mm-mm.
They were pissed.
Smells like perms in here.
Oh God, those people next door were so mad because we cranked the heat up. Marty. It was over on Collins.
Yeah.
And Marty. I actually painted it.
Yes.
He came over and got everything mixed, and we got that hot rod black.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but I painted it, and I was happy. I was like, boy, the people next door weren't.
Mm-mm.
They had to leave. They had to close up one day. The day after I did it, they literally said, "No, we're not." The people in the front office.
Yeah.
And so that was, oops.
That was an experience all in itself.
Mm-hmm.
When I signed the lease for that place across from your shop, that the landlord, if you want to call him that, when I told him what I do, it's like I told him I own a bike shop. We make custom bikes.
Yeah,
He's like the 1% in all of Indiana that would have understood that as bicycles. So the evening, I'm moving literally probably a dozen to 20 bikes in the snow.
I
over to the
remember
shop.
that.
Yeah, I get this phone call. It's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm moving into my shop. What do you want? It's like, yeah, I got people telling me there's motorcycles all over the place. Like, yeah, that would be me moving. I was like, what are you doing? It's like, I told you, I own a custom bike shop.
St. Schwinn, bro.
Right. I'm like, this isn't a Huffy dealership.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
make custom motorcycles and.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Oh yeah.
Especially at the doctor's offices and the lawyers that lived in that complex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was an interesting place.
Yeah, the CrossFitters that wouldn't stay in
Yeah.
their gym. It's like you pay a membership to go to a place that makes you push weights in a parking lot.
Yeah, and run around the parking lot. Well, shit, man,
CrossFit.
what? Yeah, yeah. Or save your money and just go find a parking lot and run around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's more to it than that, but it just seemed like that's all I ever
The
saw.
scenery wasn't terrible, though. I can't bitch about it.
Can't
at
bitch about
all.
that.
I mean,
No. But
yep, I didn't get any work done when it was nice outside after 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, the good old days.
Mm-hmm. That's 5 years ago.
I gotta say, owning a place like that was I won't say fun, but it was an experience. I don't think I'll open up another shop though, of any kind. Kudos to you and the people that can. The taxi business was one thing. It was I didn't have a shitload overhead,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of advertising and whatnot, but not a lot. But like operating a shop and being open for business and just dealing with people like that. I'm happy now to just show up to work, get in my truck, drive around all day, do my thing, do it safely, and then go home and not have to worry about the next day. And
Right.
if I know I'm always going to have work to do because that's somebody else's deal. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about, well, I don't have anything scheduled for tomorrow, so I'm going to be in at work not making any money,
Mm-hmm.
and but I still have to look the part. Lights have to be on, so I'm burning up. I'm losing money
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow and the next day. So I'm. Some people are cut out for it. And I applaud people like you that are cut out for that. I just and you've made it work. And
So far, so good.
yeah, I'm really super duper impressed with the product that you're putting out these days. I follow it a lot on Facebook, and it's like, wow, there's nobody else in town anywhere near. I don't think that'll touch the stuff that you do.
Well, thank you.
And I don't know. If you guys want to check them out, what's your it's One Off Custom Designs.
Yep, look up on Facebook, One Off Custom Designs. Instagram is OCDFW,
Mm-hmm.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yep. Working on a website, doing that half myself, half somebody else, and so it's taking its time to build.
yeah.
But
Websites are tough.
They are. That'll be oneoffcustomdesigns.com
Mhm.
when it's up and running. So check back every once in a while, and
Yeah.
who knows when that'll happen.
And yeah, if you've got a motorcycle and you're at all like us, and you don't want to walk out and see another bike that looks exactly like yours.
Yeah, another gloss
That's
black street glide.
yeah. Oh, barf. Please. Contact this guy, man. He can do. I'm not gonna say he can do anything, but I really haven't found much that you won't say yes to, and it's badass shit. So
Thank you.
check him out. You can put your phone number out there if you want.
Business phone numbers. You can text or call me almost any time. It's 260-417-0044. Or you can instant message me through One Off Custom Designs at Facebook. That's a business page. Yeah,
Facebook's great for that kind of
Facebook's
stuff,
great. Yeah,
man.
it's all but free advertising.
Yeah.
I say all but free because I have paid for boosting some
Yeah.
posts.
Yeah.
Really cool finished bikes. I'll usually boost
Oh, yeah.
those.
Yeah. You'll have to get on there and post a pic of the old KZ
The
at
old
some
KZ,
point.
absolutely.
Man, that thing
I'll
was
see if I can
beautiful
find a
bike.
couple of them.
Yeah, it was a beautiful bike. And then
They're still on there, but I'll pull them up to the top.
yeah, it's pretty neat stuff, man. The guy can do. The guy does amazing work, and he won't tell you no. I've never
Might
heard
not
the
like
word.
the price, but
Oh
it's-
yeah, I mean, hey, everything you're not.
Hey,
It's nothing's free, you know.
be
But
surprised.
if you want, people think everything's free.
Yep.
That it should be free. But if you want something truly custom, you know, I've got that Ride to Life.
Excuse me, pig.
That was the KZ.
That was the KZ.
Yeah, that was top 5.
Wow.
That was the KZ, and I've got People's Choice, and then Bike Night,
Mm-hmm.
Winter, and stuff like that. That was the Harley. But that was the KZ. I rode that KZ to and I was up against some really crazy bikes in there. I mean, like kind of over the top type stuff.
As
But,
yours was as well.
It definitely was. It was definitely neat.
That
And
thing would run. That thing was. It was an old KZ1000, but man, it did not have any problem getting out of the way.
oh no, it was quick.
Yeah.
It was fun to ride for about an hour.
That's about right. It's about an
It
hour.
turned heads like you would not believe.
Yep.
But boy, you definitely wasn't taking that down the high. You took it down to Decatur.
I took it down to Decatur. Yeah, when we were done with it, that year's mayor ride, we took it to Decatur, and it was definitely a center of attraction. When
Mhm.
people walk past it, they're just
Yeah,
what's
that's
this? Spent 10 minutes walking around it. Some shake their heads. Others are like, how do you
yeah.
sit on it? And I had to get on and off of it several times.
Yeah.
Like, well, this is how you ride.
Yeah.
We're literally
You're stretched
like
out.
Superman.
Yeah.
It's like
It
your
was-
feet are back here. It's like, yeah, those aren't passenger
Absolutely.
legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This was not a bike you had somebody on the back of ever.
No.
It was
me
impossible.
and another guy who had a sport bike. When we were riding them back, so we couldn't trailer everything. This one ran, so we ran it on the way back. We came back from Decatur, and it was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Made it back from Decatur about 20 minutes before everybody else did. Let's put it that way. I won't say speeds or anything, but we were about 20 minutes home before anybody else showed up.
Yeah, those are fun bikes.
Yeah,
definitely won't go quite to that extreme on this next one, but it was definitely a fun bike. I'm kind of looking forward to doing something else, and I'm sure you'll have your hand in this one too. So
I'll help you any way I can.
And I appreciate it, 'cause you're a hell of a dude, and I appreciate the friendship.
Not a problem.
You've always doesn't matter what we're dealing with, what we're talking about. You've always been straight up and honest, and you've always had a good ear. So I appreciate the friendship, even though we don't. We're both busy, but I think we both take the time when we need to, and hear each other out. So
that's same here. You've always been there for me to go. I need somebody to shoulder to cry on, and I need an ear to bitch into right now, and I appreciate it as well.
Yeah. So I want to say thank you again for being my first podcast co-host. I don't know, whatever, but being my first guest, because you're definitely one in a million
Thank you.
type of people, and like I said, I do appreciate the friendship, and I know you weren't coming on here to promote the business.
No.
But I feel like you've got a great thing going, and you've got skills that you don't even know about. You had just come off of you were an engineer. What were you doing before?
Right before One-Off Custom Designs, I was a technician, if you will, at Navistar. In the Defense Department, literally overseeing the protection of our guys overseas, blowing up vehicles and making sure that anything and everything inside was okay. I wasn't a part of the steering group, the armor group, or the suspension group. I literally overseeing them literally being blown up.
Yeah.
For testing.
Yeah.
So that was absolutely the funnest job I've ever had.
Yeah. Yeah. And now you're building custom motorcycles, so you definitely have been able to do some pretty neat shit in your life.
Yeah.
So
there's more to come.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely more to come.
Yep. Well, again, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Yeah, and hope to have you back.
Anytime.
Because we got many different things to talk about. So
cool.
I appreciate it. Again, want to say thank you to R&L Automotive for sponsoring the show. Go check him out if you've got some automobile issues. He's the guy to see. He's got some nice brand new lifts over there, and he's got a beautiful facility. And he's another one of those guys that, man, he has a dream. He had a dream. He wanted to be his own boss. Tired of working for other people. Tired of doing what somebody else tells him to do, and just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go and do my own thing." And he's done it, and he's doing it.
Cool.
And if you want honest, either one of these guys, you want honest answers, and somebody's not going to give you a bunch of BS, go check these guys out. One-Off Custom Designs and R&L Automotive. Thank you again for watching, and tell your friends if you like it, and if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Down the comments. They're down there. They're down there. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.